Yesterday afternoon at 4:30 p.m. Las Vegas time, Steve Sisolak, the governor of Nevada, outlined his case for combating the C-19, as we call it here on the channel virus, for the next 3 weeks. The good news is this channel, who had been predicting right here that the city would stay open and Nevada would be open for business, is indeed staying open, and it's open for business. I'm very relieved because while people were screaming about shutdowns, I was telling people to settle down and that things were going to be okay, especially if you had a vacation planned. So for the next 3 weeks, we're completely fine. I was correct. The bad news, there's a whole bunch of news restrictions that are coming up. Bars, restaurants, shows are probably gone, and I think there's going to be a major change to how casinos allow people in the door, and I think I have it down, and I want you guys to pay attention to the video, because if you come in here in the next 3 weeks, or even longer, because we don't know how long this is going to last. A lot of people think give them an inch, they take a mile. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of different planning and a lot of different ways of doing business. Let's get to the video, take a look at all of these new restrictions, and talk about how Nevada is staying open, kind of, sort of, and what it might mean for you. Good morning, YouTube. I appreciate you guys being here with me and watching this video. How you doing today? I hope you're doing great. I'm doing great. But today we're going to talk about all of these new restrictions. My name is Steven, and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger, so I hope you would like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the future notifications, and let us know in the comments, did you just cancel your vacation, or does this stuff not really apply to you? I think it applies to everybody, but do you think you can enjoy your vacation like this with what Steve Sisolak did outline? There's some positives built in here. A lot of people are very upset, but there are some positive things to take out of this press conference. It was 40 minutes long, and we're going to take a look at those right now. If you guys want to support the channel, after you guys do like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, you guys will be able to head on over to Facebook. We have the Facebook group called Not Leaving Las Vegas. We also have VegasFaceMask.com. The only 2 masks you'll ever need. I'm wearing my Christmas holiday stuff. We are doing a Black Friday special right now. Order any mask, get another mask for free of your choice. We have a bunch of sports teams up there. You can get those too. If you guys like that, maybe you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, I can give those away for free. I can't sell them. Or you guys are into the Golden Knights or USC or whatever, you guys get a free mask. Black Friday special now through Thursday at 12 midnight into Friday. It goes away, poof. Just like how hopefully we hope the C-19 virus goes away. Of course, we also have YouTube channel memberships and Patreon. Get your name in the credits, get access to photos and videos I don't post anywhere else. But let's talk about this for a moment. Yesterday, Steve Sisolak gave a 40-minute long speech. He did it from his residence, and you know what? It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. 4:30 p.m. They announced it at 10 in the morning. I was nervous. I've been saying for the last 10 days, the city is not going to shut down. People told me I was a fool. I'm crazy. It's going to shut down. But we've got some pretty serious restrictions now in the state of Nevada. If you're walking around and you're a normal person, let's get to the changes, okay? Let's get to everything right now. It's going to be long, and then in a few minutes from now, I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen and how things are going to change for your experience on the Strip. I have some ideas about that. What's going to happen to hotel rates? What's going to happen to occupancy in those hotels? And are you even going to be allowed to enter into any random hotel? I think that might be changing in a big way, so make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video. I'll try to keep it pithy and to the point. Number one, if you're a resident in Nevada, you're walking around near anybody, or you're on the Strip, you're a vacationer, you have to wear a mask if you're near anybody. Time was you could walk around outside without a mask. People would be like, where's your mask? I say it in my live streams all the time. Now you need one all the time if you're near people. Now I wear one on the Strip all the time. Once in a while, I'll take it down occasionally when I'm not near people. That's going away. Apparently you need them all the time. Walking from the gas station, pump to inside to pay for your gas, put on your mask if there's a guy just over there. I guess that's the way it's going to be. In terms of local stuff, some of you guys are concerned, gyms are going to stay open. Pretty much everything is going to stay open. I'll just get that out of the way right now. But we have some severe restrictions on everything. Gyms are 25% capacity. Recreation centers are still 50% for some reason. Indoor shopping malls still 50%. Makes no sense. Retail stores still 50%. He did say that everybody needs to have somebody outside counting entries and exits into the operation, just like when you go to a Walmart store here in the state. Pretty much everything is fine. Nothing is closing down, but you, dear tourist, what do you have to worry about? Well, number one, bars and restaurants are now limited to 25% capacity. It was 50 just as of today. As of tonight, at the stroke of midnight, it's 25% capacity. There are no more walking into a restaurant, seeing if they have a table. He says that now every single restaurant and bar needs to have reservations. I don't know how that's going to go for small places that aren't set up. Their phone will be ringing off the hook incessantly, and hopefully they have some kind of an online system where you can make reservations. We've been making reservations here locally since everything opened back up, because it's hard to get in there, and it's hot in the summer, it's cold in the winter, you're going to sit outside, they don't put seating out there for you. We've been making reservations, hasn't been an issue, but now you have to make reservations everywhere you go. 3 weeks, people. This goes for 3 weeks. I have to point that out. Museums, art galleries, arcades, bowling alleys, amusement parks, so you can get your Adventure Dome on, 25%. Gaming occupancy reduced to 25%. This has been a head scratcher for me. A good friend of mine, Steve D, who is a moderator on the channel, I see him in the chats all the time, he sent me a big list of the building occupancies in Nevada. So I looked up the Venetian. Now, I only found one page up in Reno from the Washoe County Fire District to actually show you how to calculate your max occupancy in the time of C-19 virus. If I did that math, and if it were applicable to Clark County, which I'm not sure it is, so massive disclaimer, it looks like that means that the Venetian with 138,000 square foot space could have 2,300 people in the door, and 25% of that is 577. And I sure hope that my numbers are way off and wrong, and they must be, because how is a casino operation going to work at 577 people with the casino floor? Doesn't make any sense to me, but that's the restrictions. Additionally, you got to imagine he wants them counting people in and out. He didn't say that. And what's interesting about his press conference is he didn't actually mention anything about casino floors. He said one thing about casinos. One thing, and he said what I had said, which is that we can't have the casinos shutting down. They are the economic powerhouse of Southern Nevada. What he didn't mention is that Southern Nevada is the economic powerhouse of the entire state. So that's why they can't shut casinos down. Now, there's other things like public gatherings. Shows will probably be going away. Shows will be reduced. Public gatherings are reduced to 50. It was 250. Now it's 50. Shows can't turn a profit. Maybe some small shows would be able to, but they would have to charge a tremendous amount, 4 times as much what their ticket was, essentially, because you're reducing it by 4 times. So that being said, I can see shows being put on pause for the next 3 weeks. Take a look for those announcements coming soon. No outside gatherings, large gatherings. Can't do that. Also, family gatherings for the people that live here, maximum of 10, and they don't want more than 2 families involved. How are they going to limit that? Are they going to go around on Thanksgiving and knock on people's doors and ask to see everybody's ID cards? I don't know. But this is getting over the top, isn't it? Thanksgiving is only to be spent with household members. Pause on adults and youth sports tournaments. Retail stores are not affected, can still operate at 50%. You see how this goes into like a looping logic. Look, a lot of you guys think I'm super, super hateful and political. I'm not. But do these things make logical sense to you? Even if you're a Steve Sisolak fan, you're going to limit bars and restaurants to 25% capacity, but you're going to allow the local Walmart to have 50% capacity. You're going to limit the casinos to 25% capacity, but the shopping mall over at the fashion show can still have its 50% and doesn't have to worry about anything. Well, anyways, what it boils down to is this. I'm going to make some bold predictions about your next vacation to Las Vegas. So this is what I promised, okay? Number one, this might not affect the city whatsoever on the weekdays. Right now, a lot of casinos, the last 2 that did it were the MGM Resorts properties. It was the Mandalay Bay and the Mirage. Those properties closed their hotels during the week and kept their casino operations and their shopping and their restaurants open on the weekdays. Now, on the weekdays, or the weekend, they kept them open on the weekdays. Now, on the weekdays, it's slow. It's slow. This is probably not going to affect much. But on the weekends, I believe this is going to cause something to happen. I think, number one, the room rates are going to rise tremendously. Room rates are going to go up. You're going to have pre-pandemic room rates in Las Vegas because people are clamoring to book their rooms. I think I said book your room if you haven't at the beginning of this video. Number two, I think we might get into a situation where on the weekends, it gets so busy on these properties that we have lineups to get in. Even though it's now chilly at night and you might be a little bit cold and nippy when it's coming into the winter time and it's in the low 40s. If this lasts longer than 3 weeks, heavens knows if it will. You might have a lineup where you have to present your room key card, similar to what the Cosmopolitan does. And the Cosmopolitan will also allow you to go in if you have a restaurant reservation or if you have a Players Club card. Does that mean you should sign up for every property's Players Club card? Probably. Does that mean that you should book your rooms right now before the room rates spike? Most definitely. If you guys want to book your rooms, you guys can do that now because you might have a problem getting a good room rate coming in, and we might get those room rates back to the pre-pandemic levels. And the reason why is obvious. It's economies of scale. When something is in demand and not a lot of it exists, People are going to raise the prices of it. So this is supposed to last for 3 weeks, everything on this list. There's a couple of points that I didn't go through. The panic triggers are things like we have had 10% of all the cases in the entire state since the very start happened in the last 7 days. But there's a lot of things here that are making people pretty upset. People are super mad. The idea of having to wear your face mask outside if you're near anybody whatsoever, not optimal. People that I know saying that if this guy gets reelected, I'm leaving and so on and so forth. But I'm thinking to myself, what is Sisolak supposed to do? He's between a rock and a hard place. He can't close the entire state down, but he can't do nothing whatsoever. If he closed down the casino economy, you would be screwed. If he created a bubble around the casinos where he closed everything else in town, where we couldn't spread it from casinos to the regular Las Vegas at bars and restaurants, he would be equally screwed because you'd have the Nevada Restaurant and Bar Association on a lawsuit so fast that his head would spin. So these are our restrictions for the next 3 weeks. Unfortunately, like a lot of things in life, you can love them or leave them. One thing's for certain, for people from California, of which a lot of you watch, and I think you are the best people. Thank you guys so much. A lot of people don't give you enough love and respect here. Thank you for coming. We don't have any curfews. So there's no curfews. So if you're getting tired of being stuck in your house in most of California, I think 94% of the state has one. If you're getting tired of being stuck in your house from 10 o'clock at night until 5 in the morning, don't just know this. You can always come to Las Vegas. You might have to make a reservation to go to a bar or restaurant. You might have to present a player's card, who knows, in the future to get into a casino floor, but you can do it at 10:30 at night, 12 in the morning, or at 3 a.m. So we still have that going for us out here. I know, it's kind of a sad kick in the face, right? Hey, at least we don't have a curfew, but at least we are open. And when I saw that, I'm telling you, I did like the pump in my fist. I was real happy because this city. It could not have another shutdown. It wouldn't happen. Couldn't happen. Never going to happen in a million years. Well, we'll see how it goes. Does this go away in 3 weeks? I'm not sure. We'll keep you updated on the channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for the future notifications. That's a long update that I had to do, but that's what's going on in Vegas. It's coming up at 12:01 a.m. in just a few hours on the 24th. My name is Steven, and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Hopefully this was informative to you. You might like, share, subscribe the video, hit the bell for the future notifications. If you guys want to support the channel further, we have the channel memberships. We also have the Patreon. We also have VegasFaceMask.com. Mr. Grinch, the only 2 masks you'll ever need, no S at the end, VegasFaceMask.com, Black Friday special, buy any order, get a mask for free. We send them out 2 for $25. We even send them out internationally, don't you know? That's it. I'm gonna make my video exit. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, click. A lot of stuff there. Hopefully you guys were able to get through it. So now here we go, and 3, 2, 1, and thank you so much, and click.